about action video games indicates that habitual players may be more at risk for developing certain brain diseases.
It starts with a quarter.
Scary video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world, too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens and arcades.
Officials say they are responding to complaints from parents that children have skipped school or stolen money to play the games and made a nuisance of themselves.
That video games are taking this country by storm, keeping thousands of kids as well as adults glued to their flashing screens. There are some people who are worried that the games could be having a negative effect on the players.
I'm Ellard. I'm also known as Kerberos. I'm 20 and I study computer science at Warwick University. My introduction to esports was basically playing Call of Duty, and back in like 2012 or 2013 or something, I used to be really into Black Ops, and I started playing that like really competitively all the time, and I would watch all the like professional players. And then my friend introduced me to League of Legends, and in the beginning I was like, oh, this game looks rubbish, but that really drew me in. And the esports, like at the time, that was the biggest game in the world, which I didn't even know, and that really just, it roped me in, and I've just been like hooked ever since. Esports doesn't have a set definition, but it's kind of video games played professionally, like competitively. That's kind of my definition of it. To me, esports is what I spend my time doing. Like it's my passion. It's what I choose to spend my life doing. I play esports competitively, but I also keep up to date with esports. Obviously, mostly League of Legends, but esports is what I enjoy, and esports is what I choose to do with my life. I think esports has a place among other sports just because while it doesn't have the physical aspects of another sport, it has everything else. And it has the viewership, and it has the players, and it has the competitiveness, and it has the entertainment. And there's no real reason why it shouldn't be just as big as any other sport. And because of the fact that so many people love it, it is eventually going to be as big as other sports. It just hasn't had the time to get there yet. I mean, personally, obviously, like the ideal would be being a professional player, but realistically, that can't always happen. And I'm not expecting that to happen, but I do know that I want to go into esports. So whether that's as a player, but I would also love it to do any other job within esports, like as a coach, and an analyst, as a consultant. Like there's so many jobs within esports, and there's so many new jobs being made within esports that it's almost up to you to create your own career path if you want to make it. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing. I definitely think esports is going to keep growing. Already it's almost as big as like some major sports, and there's no sign that it's going to slow down. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge trying to juggle like university, work, and esports life, because it's like esports is what I want to do. Esports is what you want to do with your life, but then university is always the backup, and it's like it's a safe thing. It's what you've worked so hard to get into uni. I want to do well in my degree, all that stuff. And after uni, it's nice feeling secure. Like there are so many people in esports that I know that never went to uni or something, and it's like if they don't make it, it's almost like they've got nothing. Esports has definitely affected my life. I mean, I spend as much time as I can doing something within esports, whether that's like playing games or like keeping up to date. And I've made so many friends through esports, like unreal amount. And going to events, it's like every time I get an opportunity to go to an event, I'll do it. I would definitely say that esports comes first. Like for me, I want to do well in my course if possible, but Esports is my passion, and that's what if I can do something within that, I'll always take the opportunity. I definitely think competing in esports can affect mental health. It definitely did for me, probably last year, because it's very easy when you're trying to be the best. There's so many, I remember so many late nights. You can't stop playing when you're on a win streak because you want to keep winning, but you don't want to go to bed on a loss. And then by the time you look at the time, it's 8 AM in the morning and you ruin the next day.
Big news for the video game industry. Big news indeed.
The government has acknowledged professional video gamers as athletes.
We are talking about a multiple billion-dollar industry here.
Breakthrough. That's the first time these esports leagues have gone on cable TV.
The people who play the games are bigger than, you know, like YouTube. They're bigger than One Direction. They are screamed at. They have girls come after them. It's huge.
It's a $1.6 billion in 2021. This year alone, $906 million in advertising.
I would have to go back and check.
I believe it was $1 million.
8 million people watching it.
This is the year of esports.